Hey guys, MDG here. In this video, I'm going to be opening up the brand new machine I just got in the mail. This is the MX5 by Whites Electronics. I tested this machine out at Riley's Treasure Gold, and I was really impressed, so I went ahead and got one of my own, and I just got it delivered by UPS. I didn't beat the box up too bad. It's in pretty decent shape. And this is the MX5, and it's based off the MXT technology. It retails for around $600. It'll use all the Eclipse coils. It runs about 14 kilohertz, so it's a single frequency. It's got VCO and non-VCO. It's got the VDI readout. So if you're looking for a step up in a machine that doesn't have a VDI readout and you want to get into the VDI numbers to try to distinguish what your targets are on the ground a little quicker, then this might be a machine that you might want to check out. Let's not waste any more time, let's just crack it open. Staples on here. And then inside the box, another box. The MX5 box, it's like all the other Whites Electronics metal detector boxes. It's nice and glossy, it's got all the details on the side, but that's not really what you're interested in. But let me just give you a quick rundown of what it says here. Automatic auto track ground balance. You got your backlit display with a depth readout, so it'll tell you how deep your target, or give you an estimate about how deep your target is. You can turn your backlight on or off if you're hunting at night. It's got your target ID and VDI numbers, so it'll give you a kind of an estimation of if you're pulling up a ring or a coin or a pull tab. And it's got the beach mode, which the beach mode is a really cool thing about this machine, because most VLF metal detectors, you cannot hunt in the wet sand at the beach because there's mineralization in the ground, and it just make your machine go crazy. So Whites has developed their own technology where you can actually use this VLF machine, just like the CoinMaster GT, in the wet sand, and it'll cancel out the mineralization that the wet sand at the beach puts off, and you can detect right through there. And that's not the norm for a VLF machine. So if you're looking to detect at the beach in the wet sand, and you can't currently do it now because you have a lower model that's just a normal VLF, then this might be a machine that you really want to check out. You got pinpointing, all metal mode, target pinpointing. You got your sensitivity adjustments, so you can just adjust all your sensitivity and all your settings, being your volume, your threshold, and your sensitivity. You got your tone ID operation, where the tone ID is, you can adjust how the tones are, whether you want just a single beat on every target, or if you're going over a target with a higher VDI, you'll get a higher pitch tone. A lower VDI is at iron, you get a lower pitch tone, and of course your overload, which normally is a pretty obnoxious sound. Weatherproof control box, 1/4-inch stereo headphone jack, a waterproof interchangeable 9-inch search coil. Take 8 AA batteries, and you can hunt for about 20 plus hours. Now I have much more time to waste. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what else we got. Alright, so here we go. This package is like a CoinMaster, pretty basic in there. Let's go ahead and start ripping these things out. We have got your coil shaft, your upper shaft. We've got your paperwork, Whites DVD, all about the MX5. We've got the envelope, sales registration, so you want to go ahead and mail this back. You have a 2-year warranty from Whites Electronics on this machine, so go ahead and register. The sales registration, you just stick that on that blue card. MX5 owner's manual, 23-page manual, introduction machine, how to assemble it, the basic controls, more advanced controls about the display in the back, treasure hunter's code of ethics. It's a pretty nice manual. I'm gonna check this out later, but right now I don't have time, so alright, let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Your hardware, which this would include your arm cuff strap, coil bolt wing nut, 2 Velcro strips, and then you got your coil washers, and that's going to go inside your coil to give it that little play there. Let's see this up a bit more, and we have got your battery pack. Now this is the normal Whites battery pack that they like to use in, say, the CoinMaster series. You pretty much just pull this pull tab up like this way, and then you pull it out that way. So pull it up and out. It reveals 8 AA batteries, which Whites include the batteries. You say, oh my god, I forgot to get batteries. Don't worry, they sent you some batteries, so you'll be able to detect for 20 hours at least. And if you can't pick up any batteries within 20 hours, then I don't know what to tell you. But that's it. Just pop it in, close it up. Built real strong. Here we go. You get your 9-inch spider coil. Pop this out real quick. 9-inch Whites M spider coil. It looks pretty similar to the CoinMaster GT 9-inch coil, but it says M spider here. Whether it's new technology or not, I'm not too sure. Also, you can use any of the Whites Eclipse coils on this MX5 and it's going to work. It's going to sync right up. They're going to work perfectly. You're not going to have any issues. This is a waterproof coil, so you can dunk it right in the water. You just don't want to get your control box wet. So I'm going to put this off to the side and we'll finish it up real quick. Let's get into the good stuff. we have got your control box and your battery unit with your S shaft. Now, if you notice, this is this is not the norm. This is kind of like an ash gray. It's like a charcoal kind of gray, and it's pretty cool. Looks very similar to the Coinmaster GT. You know, the arm cuff there. The battery pack is all built the same. On the back here of the battery pack, you've got a quick reference. How to use your machine, how to get into VCO, non-VCO. It tells you how to get into beach mode. The beach mode button, I believe, is going to scroll through your program presets. Let's go ahead and put this thing together real quick. You want to do is you take your battery pack, make sure your batteries are in there, close it up, and you want to stick it in the back where the battery compartment is. You can see the little shape of it. Obviously, it only goes in one way. You can't put it in this way, you can't put it in this way. So put it in this way. See, it pops down, got a little play right there. What you want to do is give it a little push, and it'll push right in. If you want to get the battery pack out, there's these two buttons here on the side, and for some reason they're very satisfying to push. I really like popping them in and out. Pop them in, and the battery pack pops out like that. Put them in again, boom. Give it a little nudge like that. Pop them out. I can do that all day, but we're not going to. Let's go ahead and put the coil shaft onto the coil. Got a little zippy tie here. So you want to take your lower coil shaft, which would be the one with this little notch out here, the little cuts. You know, if you don't know how to put a machine together, this is how you do it, but you probably know it's not hard to figure out. And you put these little washers into the grooves, and then, you know, some people have different methods of doing this, like my buddy Ed from Treasure Mountain tells me to put some oil on here and it'll slide right in, because sometimes the washers will bunch up on you. For the most part, this one's just went in perfectly, but even if they do bunch up, you can just kind of nudge it a bit and then they'll straighten out. So you want to take the coil bolt and you want to stick into the coil the spinny wing nut over here on the side that is not solid. I'm just going to put this off to the side so I can have the whole machine in the picture, but what you would do with this is you would put this one in here and then you would attach this one here. So I'm just going to leave this one off to the side right now, and we're just going to connect this one. So you have these little push pins in here, you know, pretty much easy to figure out. Push them in, make sure your cam lock is loose, and if you don't know which one, you can look in, you can see the little tabs, and then you push these little pins in like this. It's easier if you do it like that, and then your pins will pop out right there. You see them right there notched out. That's good to go. Now, another thing, if you're new to detecting, what you want to do is you want to wrap your coil wire and you want to go over the shaft, the first loop. You want to go this way. You want to go this way. You see this right here? Because if you go under, start wrapping it, and then you start tilting your coil, there's a possibility that your coil is going to detect this wire right here. And you want to do that, you'll be falsing, you'll be going crazy. And like I said, if you're not experienced with that and you don't know about that, you'll be out in the field and you'll think your machine's broken, and you'll go home and not detect it, and you'll start hitting forums like themetaldetector.com, or you'll start asking people, you know, what's wrong, or you'll call up Whites, and most of the time it's just your wire. So what I'm doing is I'm just wrapping this up. You have your little connections, a little 5-pin connection, and you can see the 5-pin right there. You know, there's really only one way to put it in. Turn this to tighten it up, and there you go. There's the MX5 metal detector, almost fully assembled. Yeah, I know I got my wires are really sloppier, but as I said, I'm going to be undoing this, and although it does bug me. So let me wrap that up a little bit better, just so I can feel better about it. Still, it's not going to be perfect, and there we go. So if you want to take your arm cuff strap, and you put your arm cuff strap, stick it through these slots right here, and you pull it all the way through, and it's going to catch at the end here. And then you just fold it over like this, good to go. And you put your arm in there. Now it's up to you if you're going to use the arm cuff strap or not. You got these two straps here. These hold the coil wire down, so you just wrap them like this, and one like that. And it holds your coil wire nicely to the shaft. Now that we have all that into place, let's go ahead and turn this on real quick and see what we got. Alright, there we go. Our volume is pretty low. Let's see here. There we go. Let's just go ahead and scan this coil shaft we have. There we go. The further I get away from the coil, the lighter the sound is. So look at this. Hear that? You could barely hear it there. And I'm like a foot away. Closer you get, the louder it is. So if you don't want to use your display screen, you can kind of get a judgment of how deep that is. Let me just go through some of these settings real quick. You got your select setting, which we'll go through your selections, which would be VDI. Hit your selection again, and that will adjust your sensitivity. Sensitivity has a little meter off to the right side here. Arrow up, arrow down, adjust your sensitivity. Hit the selection again, and you got your volume. So this will control the volume of your beeps. Right now I got it pretty low. See how it's going up as I turn it up louder? That's at 99. Hit select again, go through the threshold, and it'll turn the sound of your threshold up. Obviously mine sounds really choppy right now because I have my sensitivity up real high. Let me go ahead and lower that. Alright. Volume up. And you hear the threshold starts to kick in. So I'm going to lower that because I don't want to listen to that. Hit select, so you got your VDI, your volume, your threshold. You have your notches up top, so you got your readout display, which has your VDI numbers negative through 10 and gives you a display that says it could be iron. You got 0 through 50, which says it could be ring, foil, a 5-cent piece, a ring, or a pull tab. You got another readout for zinc from 50 to 70, which is zinc or 1 cent penny, and then 70 to 90, which could be 25 cents or a 1 cent piece. You have your discrimination, so what you want to do to discriminate any of your numbers, you just use the 2 arrows next to it and hit discriminate. If you want to turn on all your iron, you go on through 95, 70, 40, and negative 10, and you'd hit discriminate. Hit the arrow over, discriminate, arrow over, discriminate, arrow over, discriminate, and it'll notch everything out. That's pretty much it. If you overload, you're going to get that annoying sound. You know you're overloading. So now you got your VCO and non-VCO as well. Now to get into your VCO, non-VCO, you would hold pinpoint and then press the arrow up, and I don't know if you can hear, that is, turn the volume up, that's VCO, which as you're going over something, it'll give you sound when you're towards the center, so you need movement. Like that, and if you're familiar with the Beach Hunter ID, that sounds pretty familiar to it. You hold pinpoint and down, and you get non-VCO. So, when you go over to target, you got your single beep. You got your pinpoint mode, just press pinpoint button, you don't have to hold it. You got your pinpoint. You want to get out of here, press pinpoint again. You're back to normal. And it pretty much is an all metal mode while on pinpoint. You don't have to hold the button down. You have your backlight here, you press the backlight button, and your backlight comes on. That's about it. You know, you got your beach mode, you press the beach mode, you got your 2 modes, coin and beach, you switch to those, and you'll be able to hunt the wet sand or the dirt, and you're good to go, whichever one you want. This is the Whites Electronics MX5. It retails for about $599, $600. It's a step up from the Coin Master series. It's a little step below the MXT, but it's based off the same MXT technology and framework. It's got the 9-inch search coil. It's an M5 spider coil. You know, it weighs about 3 pounds, maybe a little more. It's a single frequency machine. It runs at 14 kilohertz. It's a VLF, but you can detect in the wet sand, which is a huge benefit of this VLF machine. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because my buddy's texting me right now, said he's going to be here in a little bit, and I need to hurry up. I want to get out there and use it. If you guys have any questions about this, hit me up, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.